Okay, so welcome to our class on Thursday. And as I have announced on Monday, today we are going to have a special event, which means we'll invite Professor Xin Cai to join our class and give a short course about the AI tools in the English reading or writing. Let's welcome Professor Cai.
Okay, some of you know me already, right? Yeah. How are you? I hope it's okay. I know. Great. Wonderful. Yeah, I'll make you feel bad now. So, let's save time. Please take out your phone, scan this, and if you can't log in, let me know. This is a very quick access to your tablet. When you log in, check it out very quickly. Take a seat. Go. Yeah, there are two sections, and you will know very quickly what is going to happen. Okay, come here. Yeah. Help yourself. All right. Take your phone out and go through very quickly what this is. All right. Normally, I wouldn't be showing all of this just directly. Some of you who have taken my English course, you already know this, but we are going to have to take this a little bit further to help you write an English essay with the help of your AI. I know that most of you, if not all of you, have been using AI tools to help you write English essays. We always know, right? It's not hard to tell. But it's not that it's not okay. For most of the time, when you're writing your English essay, the problem is not that you are not using them properly. The problem is that you don't know what is happening when the AI is writing it, right? So the reason why we're doing this is to control the content that you want the AI to generate. So I'm going to have to walk this through with all of you hand to hand. Let's take a look at this section first. We have a few steps to know before we actually get into it. So what is an academic essay? Normally, when we are writing English essay, we are talking about academic essay. If you want to write casually, then well, you can write freely without regard of all rules. When we're doing English academic essay, there are certain set of rules. Some of you might find this very familiar. Right? Some of you might find this very, very familiar. Right? Just open the link by yourself and you can see it in the section. I hope you can you see that? Can you? Yeah, no. Can you see it? Good. So that I know I'm talking to human beings. Okay, so a few things. Academic essay normally communicates so that you know your readers are reading your stuff efficiently. Okay, so in the past, when you're writing your essay, what would you be doing mostly? Yeah? Thinking, of course. Yeah. Sharing your thought, the process of your thoughts. That'll be the first step you're doing. What else? Filling in sentences, filling in words. That's like what 70% of people are doing. Okay, so now we should be doing something that is a little bit more effective than that. First of all, before we go into the detail, we should start with selecting a topic. You know, in the future, I think most of you are going to the graduate school, well, if not everyone. When you are in the graduate school, writing an essay is going to be your job, like 70% of your time. So this is going to be immensely helpful. Okay? This is going to be very important. So now, find a topic would be important. Okay, find a topic. Let's do a very freestyle way of finding a topic. Please reflect on one thing that you would like to talk about in this course delivered by Professor Lee. One thing, okay, just one thing that you would like to talk about. If there's nothing, figure it out, okay? Let's start with you. Give me something. No, you, just you. Because I remember you, so it's you. One thing.
Snail's law.
What?
Snail's law.
Snail's law. Good. Okay, that's a very good start. Okay, that is a very good start. If you would, post them down here if you can. Okay, or post them anywhere you can. Okay, post them anywhere you can. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be that. Okay. Can you? Yeah. I'm sure you can. Yeah, good. Good. Nice. Oh, yeah, you're just here. Sorry. I forget about you all the time. Sorry. That's here. That's here. Yeah. Take a seat. Take a seat. And take out your phone. Make sure you scan this. Come on. Come on. All right. Right. And you might as well want to take a picture of this, so that if your friends show up late, you can share this with them. Okay, that'll be a lot easier. Let's take a look at what have you given us later. All right, post them out. Where have we got? Okay. Go. I'll be reading you. I'll be reading your stuff. Yeah. Go. All right. Reflection. Okay. That is very interesting. Good. Right. Just making sure that you are on the same page as I do. Okay. Good. Very nice. Very good. Reflection. Fermat's principle. Yeah. Spelling. Be careful. Snell's law, refraction, Snell's law, lots of Snell's law. Okay, and refraction, Wilson, wave, refraction, wave optic. Good, and let's give you 1 more minute to work this out, and post your stuff up here. Good, very nice. Thank you. Good, thank you. Now, optical path. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got quite a lot already. Keep going. Alright, that is going to be clear. Who's new? That's you? Yeah, you look like Niels. Good. Fermat's law. Fermat's principle. Okay, what is that? Do you mind explain that to me in a very simple sentence? Treat me as an idiot. Yeah. Yeah.
It's I only know I can use this to prove.
You can use.
Snell's law.
Okay, you can use this to prove Snell's law.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. That is the simplest way you can explain anything, I guess. And what is Snell's law? Let's get someone to talk about this. What is Snell's law? Again. No, yeah, you. It's been so long since I talked to you, so yeah, it's you. If you can't answer, yeah, what is Snell's law? If you can't answer, seek help right now. Find help if you have friends.
Something with size.
Something with what?
Something with size.
Side what?
Science.
Science. Yep, that is helpful to a certain extent. Any other more helpful explanation to help us build a more specific picture of this? You know, this is going to be important, so it has to be clear enough to a certain extent. You have to know where you are landing. So what is Snell's law? In a very brief sense. Oh. No. No. What does no mean? You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't? Yeah. Okay. If you don't know, then this is a good chance for you to figure it out, I guess. We have approximately 30 more minutes to work on this. So let's pick Snell's law as our topic right now to do your quick English essay. All right. So your job now, as you can see, is to build up an outline for an essay. So what is an outline? What do you think an outline is? What do you think an outline is? Yeah.
Outline is to tell when you have to do something.
Very good. Okay, that's going to show you the layout, the landscape of your writing. This is basically a map. Okay, that is basically a map. Which idea goes to where, and when do you put out a certain sentence, and where does your evidence or data or examples go in? All right. So let's make this work. With that, some of you already know this, so I'll go very quickly over the structure. Your outline should follow the structure of a basic English essay. It's constituted with introduction, body, and conclusion. All right. Normally, they should always be there. Okay, they should always be there. If your essay or if your writing do not have a clear introduction, it does not have a clear body, it does not have a conclusion, even though you might be doing a great job at your research, at your writing, it won't be effective enough for people to read it. Okay, it won't be effective enough for people to read it. So there's a reason for this structure to exist. Now, for your introduction, that's basically establishing the background. So when we are talking about Snell's law, the introduction should be the background of Snell's law, right? So a few knowledge of Snell's law would be enough. I know that it would be a stretch to ask you to do this. So let's call out our Gemini. Where is it? Oh, right here. Okay, now we're teachers, so we use this every once in a while. This will be very much like what you are doing in the future, I guess. Sorry. Let me just put this on a word form, and let's put this date right here. November 13th. Okay, good. And the introduction, body, and conclusion. Then let's go back to this. Okay, please provide a few background. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit stupid today. Of Snell's law. Of course, it won't be that good. Okay, it won't be that good. Okay, so early discovery and name snake. Yeah. I hope it's doing the right job. Mostly, I don't know. Okay, mostly, I don't know. That's why checking is going to be important. Right. Sometimes if those who are reading your stuff are not an expert in this field, they won't know if it's right or wrong. But it will be up to you to prove that right. Okay. And these are historical facts, but they are just so long. Right. It's not really being very helpful. Let's ask it to condense the information. Okay. To condense each section to one sentence. Condense means making each stuff short and precise. All right. Condense each section into just one sentence. All right. So that is how I would be doing this. Of course, not all people would love to do that because you still have to read through a lot of things with this. So you see, one sentence, yeah, basically right, basically. Not that's reliable in this sense, but it's okay. The name snake, and then the widespread publication theory. Oh wow, that's a philosophy. Good core concept. At least it's giving you the core concept right here, right? That is going to be a little bit helpful. So those who can't tell what Snell's law is, you should know by now. Right? Okay, let's hope that it's going to be helpful for you in the future. Okay, we have this already, so let's ask it to make this into an introduction of an essay, right? But before that, in an introduction, we say it's a background information to something. What does it have to be a background with? If all of you are writing an essay on the same topic, this won't be effective because all of you would be doing the same thing and all of you would be generating the same stuff. When we are reading your essay, it should be about your voice. It should be about your opinion. So, what is your opinion on Snell's law? Do you think it's effective? Do you think it's useful? Or do you think it's clear? You don't have to tell me. Keep that in mind. Decide on whether you think it's good, helpful, or not. Choose a side. Okay, choose a side. That's normally what we would like to see in your essay. Okay, choose a side. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And why do you hate it? Okay, you have have to have a general picture of those ideas. Okay. So with that in your mind, you should now go to your thesis statement. Thesis statement usually happens at the very end of your introduction. It usually is just one sentence that shows your opinion. That is normally what we call main argument. Okay, the main point of your essay. It should be about your thoughts. It should not be just stating the facts, and it should be just in one sentence. All right. So, if you would, let's go to here, and please, some of you provide one sentence of your opinion about Snell's law and post it below, just right here. Okay, that'll be quick enough for us to know what you're thinking. What a basic sentence format might be: the Snell's law is helpful when we are dealing with A, B, C, D. All right, or a Snell's law might help us to explain A, B, C, D. All right. And of course, if you think you can vary the sentence pattern. If you don't know what you're doing, ask your friend. Use your mind. It should be quick enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be great. Just try your best. Just post it below. It'll be easy. And if you can't post anything, you have to log in with your Google account. Okay. Let's see.
Please join the event. And
Yeah.
for bonus points. By your answers.
I need that.
Yeah, you need that. You always do. Not that you're bad. Oh, that is, well, unfortunate.
Make more posts.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, post it. Thank you. Write it down. Well, I know I can trust you, so I'll still go to you later. Or maybe you. And perhaps you, probably. And I miss you. Do I miss you? Maybe, yeah, maybe I miss you. Or one day I will. Okay, post your opinion, post your thesis statements. It doesn't have to be great. Okay, it doesn't have to be great. Oh, you're going directly right here. Very good. Snell's law is useful in describing how light changes direction when moving between different materials. I will talk about Snell's law in application situation. And it sounds like something that would make me cry. Yeah, it is. It's already making me cry. You just can't see it. Snell's law is to describe the light into different media. Okay, it has different refraction angle and transmission angle. Okay, that is very good. A lot of material right here. So, if you know what you are doing, this is going to be immensely helpful when you're constructing your essay. And why is that? Because this just gives you the direction where your essay should go to, right? You are going to talk about the details, okay? You are going to talk about the details. Let's pick one or two sentences and make them into one good thesis statement, okay? This is going to be important. So let's choose, okay, let's choose this one for starter, because he's the first. And let's put it down right here, so that we have our materials at hand, okay? And then we have another sentence standards that are different material, different angle and transmission. Okay, I think this is going to be helpful as well. Okay, we have 2 sentences, and later we'll put them into one. Lights behave differently. It travels from one material to another. Okay, this is more or less similar. I love Snell's law. It inspires all my life, career, and everything. Really? Yeah, I hope it's true. Snell's law represents how change in light speed causes a change in its direction. Wow, that's a lot. Conversely, okay, this is not bad. I'll keep it. Sorry, I need to copy and paste. Okay, we have a few materials right here, which might be very helpful. So, first, for starter, please help me incorporate these sentences into one complete paragraph. Okay, that is all these background information. So, well, it should look like you are a very well-educated, very hard-working students, even though you might not be. And talked about all the basic knowledge of Snell's law right now. So now we are narrowing down to your thoughts on Snell's law, right? So we will put your thesis statement at the very end of this paragraph. That is going to be the beginning of your essay. Let's put it, copy and paste, as always. Yeah, it sounds like theater now. No, we don't need this. And some of you always forget to delete this. This is going to be embarrassing, which is how it looks like now. Okay, the law of refraction as well. Okay, normally we know that this is going to be a very AI style essay now, but let's leave it aside. Sorry, 我就只是看这个字体不顺眼而已啊。Sorry, give me a few seconds. I'll sort this out very quickly because I have a certain thing about the fonts. Okay, now let's pick a thesis statement from these. Okay, from these. What do you think they help you? They're helpful in what sense? What do they point out? Yeah. For each sentence. This one talks about how light changes direction when moving between different materials, right? That is the most direct way to talk about transmission, right? And also, this one seems very similar, but it brings in a different keyword now, media, right? So we have a few keywords that is very interesting. Now, one is transmission, another is media, and then light speed causes a change in direction. Let's say a change of light speed that causes a change in direction. All right, so we have at least 3 aspects to talk about, right? When you're writing an essay, you're afraid of not having enough stuff to talk about. So now at least we have 3 directions to talk about. And of course, I'm getting the help from all of you. So when you're really writing your own essay, you have to figure this out by yourself, right? So now we have 3 targets to work on. let's just combine these two. Please help me form a thesis statement with the following sentences. And just in case that it doesn't really remember what you're doing, help it with quotation marks. That's so that you know it's generating something you can trust. Okay, and also, what's most important? It doesn't know your focus. It doesn't know what you're doing. So tell it, what do you want it to focus on? First of all, we are talking about media. So focus on these keywords. Right? Media, transmission, angle, and then change of light speed. Okay, those are going to be the 3 key aspects you will be talking about in your own essay now, right? So let's give them quotation marks so that the AI should know what we are doing. Okay, so thesis statement. Well, it's being too nice. It gives us a lot of options, but that's normally what an AI should be doing. But now, you see, at least we know that we are controlling the direction of this essay, and we are controlling the content of the main argument. And you know, that's the best part. You know what is happening in this essay. So option 1, Snell's law precisely defines how a change in light speed when passing between different media results in predictable shifts in angles of refraction and consequently the transmission angle of the light waves. Well, that looks beautiful, although a lot of redundant words that you don't really need in your main argument. You can shake them down by yourself, right? You can shake them down by yourself. And how do you shake them down? Anything that you haven't talked about, you haven't feed to the AI, just cut them up. Okay, just cut them up. And why do you do that? Because if you don't know them, that means you can't talk about them. Even though the AI can, you can't, right? And that is normally what's going to make your score looks ugly. Okay, so let's pick the first option because we're running out of time, so we are going to have to make quick decisions. And put it up here. Snell's law precisely defines how a change in, we don't need precisely, although it looks beautiful. Snell's law defines how a change in light speed when passing between different media results in predictable shifts in the angle of refraction and consequently the transmission angle of the light wave. I am thinking about killing all of these and leave just the transmission angle because that was what we were agreed to. That was what we were agreed to. Or do you think we should kill this part and leave this part? Which do you think? If you don't know, I'll make a quick decision to kill one of them. What do you think? 就你了，好，不要看别人，好，是你了。Yeah. Which one do we delete? This one or this one?
This one.
This one. Why? Because I asked you to. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. We are now having a few things that we can talk about. we have a direction, we have the aspect, we know what to expect in the following paragraphs, right? So the following would be the meat of your essay. That's what we call the body paragraphs. Each paragraph should be handling one of these: change in light speed, media, or the refraction angle. So that it looks good. Okay, so that it looks good. Let's bold-face it so that you know where the keywords are. Okay, that's the three things we are going to talk about. One paragraph for each. Okay, that's going to be the idea. And you see, if you're mentioning something that hasn't been talked about right here, later in the essay, it's going to look like you are writing so freely. You haven't thought about this at all. Okay. So now, what is going to happen in the first paragraph? It's going to be about what? A change of light speed. Okay, that is going to be the first paragraph. Body 1, change in light speed. And then body 2, media. And then, well, body 3, angle of refraction. Sorry, body 3. All right, so we know what is going to happen, but how do you control what is going to be generated? You know, if you leave all of these to the AI is not going to be very helpful in this sense when it generates something you don't know. Right? So this is the hard part because you can't really skip this. You still have to feed the AI what you know. Okay, you still have to feed the AI what you know. So let's get some of you to help us. For each one of these, please provide one example how you can explain. Okay, for each one of these, please provide one example. Let's give you 5 minutes to work on this. Okay, let's give you 5 minutes to work on this. Please provide one example for each. Either it's going to be evidence, it's going to be like data, or it can be a scenario you know. Just write it down, and if you can, just post it below, I guess. It'll be the easiest way for us to be kept up to date. Okay. And there are something that you should know in body paragraphs, but I don't know if we can get to that. All you need to know is that you need to have something that you can work with in your real essay. All right. So when you are working on this, when you are trying to post this, remember you are finding the examples, you are finding the data when you are about Snell's law and about the media, light speed, and the refraction angle. Right? Something that helps you to explain. Don't just talk about the general impression. Don't talk about general impression. Talk about something that you actually have learned before, right? From your daily life, for example. Yuting, do you mind help us with one example? Right here. one example. One example. And you give us another for media. Yeah? Media is easy, right? Yeah, but anyway, help us with this. Yeah. Angle of refraction. I know I'm always asking them to do, but well, because I remember them. And perhaps if you would, you can help us with this as well. Angle of refraction. It might not be that easy. Well, that's because I don't know. So, if you have it, just post it right here so that I can follow. And if you can't log in, this is your QR code so that you're on the same page. Okay, someone, thank you, someone. Different media have different refraction index, and because light speed change. Okay, that's a media. And of course, you would see there is some overlap between each section, right? You are talking about media in the second paragraph now, but you are going to be overlapping the light speed, which should be touched upon in the first paragraph. It's okay as long as you know where the direction is. Okay, as long as you know what are you focusing on in each section. All right. Well, some teachers won't like it, but well, at least I would allow it for now. Okay, and what about the first sentence? What about the first paragraph? When light travels from air to water, its speed slows down. Okay, that is going to be good for here. A change of light speed, for example. Okay, rhythm. Good. Okay, good. All good. I think probably I should change this to here. And put this down there. Based on my poor knowledge of physics. And you are all like experts to me. Alright, so we have three things that we can talk about in this body paragraph. Okay, we have three body paragraphs, and they are mostly like talking about facts. Okay, they are mostly like talking about facts and something you already know. Right, something you already know. If you are to change this, add in something of your life experience. That is going to make it sound a little bit more original. Okay. If you want to make it sound clear and concise, then you should shape it down. If you want to make it sound convincing, add your personal experience or your analysis. Okay, that is going to be a little bit more helpful. And then the angle of refraction. When light travels from air into water, its light speed slows down. Okay, this one might be a better example. Yep, because it's directly talking about the angle of refraction. Let's change this to that. Okay, we have three. We have three now. Cause the light speed to change. Prism. Let's see. What do we have now? What else do we have? Well, I guess that's all we can use in the limited time. So now we are going into the body because we really have limited time. Let's ask AI to do this for us. Please, based on the first option, of our thesis statement. Build up of right 3 separate body paragraphs with the following content. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3 for body. I mean, if I'm wrong, well, it's going to be your fault because you feed them to me. Okay, we have a few paragraphs now, right? But of course, you know what is going in there, and if it's generating something you don't agree with, change them. Okay, always change them. Otherwise, when your professor reads your essay, they're not going to like it, and it's going to be a huge trouble for you. So we have a lot, and we have to assemble them into this. Sorry, give me a few seconds. Yeah, they are here now. Okay, so we have body 1, body 2, body 3, but of course, when you are submitting your essay, do not incorporate these. They look ugly, right? They look very ugly. And now we have 3 body paragraphs explaining all these stuffs. They might not look good enough for now because they still need to be shaped with transitions between paragraphs. Right? A has to go to B, B has to go to C, but we don't have to do time to do that. So when you have time, read through them right here. And last but not least, a most important aspect, what is that? The conclusion. Normally, a conclusion is right here. Okay, it's a paragraph that helps you to summarize everything, right? Whatever you have talked about, whatever you have explained, you have to summarize them in very simple sense without repeating every single sentence and incorporate them into this paragraph, right? It's going to be, well, like the end game of your show. So let's ask your kind Gemini, and of course whatever tool you're using with, please compose. I would like to avoid the word generate, but compose a conclusion, a concluding paragraph with these 3 bodies, body paragraphs. And let's see what it gives us. Oh, come on. Which part? Yeah, it's being stupid, so yeah, let's give it what we have. You know, sometimes you can't really trust your AI to do everything, so you have to know what it's doing. It says, well, you know, it's doing this to that, and you need a real concluding paragraph. But you need to make sure that it's doing the right thing. So make sure the concluding paragraph is, I always miss a C, is summarizing these body paragraphs. You You have to ask it to check, right? Make sure it's doing the right thing. Excellent idea, all right? It says it's okay, right? It says it's okay. Let's trust it for now. Concluding paragraph. All right, that is this. Okay, that is this. Okay, now, because we're running out of time, so I'll stop right here with that. This is not going to be the best version of your own essay, but it gives you a foundation to work on. And what you need to add in, probably your research data, probably your experiments outcome, probably your personal experience, and perhaps a little bit of more touch in writing, probably. Okay, so I'll leave this. I'll upload this to this yeah, let's upload this right here. So that you have something you can review. Okay, yeah. A, B, C. Sorry, it's asking me to do this. The outcome to be processed. Okay, so now you got it. Okay, so now you got it. This is not the best version of any essay, but it gives you a good foundation to work with, especially if you are not very good at writing. You just imagine if you have to think through this word for word by yourself, it's going to be a torture. Nobody ever says that writing is easy, but with the help of AI, at least you become more productive, and it's getting easier and easier. Just remember, don't be lazy about thinking or feeding in the right stuff. All right? So sorry that I go over time a little bit. I hope I'm not wasting your time and effort. If you have any further questions, you know who to go to. You can ask your professors, who is a lot more professional than me. And if you have questions about English from me, I'm at Foreign Language Center. And those who know me, check in regularly. All right? So if you don't have any further questions, I'll say goodbye to you now. And I hope you have a very nice day. Bye-bye.
Very thank you to Professor Tai, and surely later in the next section, I would like to echo some materials given in the first section and make sure all students digest them well. Okay? 好 ，all done. OK 那谢谢，那我们就休息10分钟。